Hello, welcome back to your moon vibes. This is Eclipse vibes, Pisces eclipse vibes. So we're going to get into the full spectrum of this full moon eclipse coming up very soon here in Virgo season. So that we don't prolong it, we're going to start going sign by sign, but we're going to start with Pisces and end with Aquarius. So Pisces, because you're always last, we're going to put you first. So first house vibes, identity vibes, your appearance. Something might be changing about your energy and shifting. And what you may find that can feel like a subtle shift, but then throughout the course of the month, you'll notice money just coming to you and things just happening. It's because these subtle shifts that you've been making are easily, when you look back, an overhaul of your emotional stability, which is also financial stability. So the more that you become stable in that way, the more that, money does find you, so they say. And in your reading, that's what it is. And it's because you need that. You need that for yourself. You need that in a way that is, this eclipse could be a lot of things, but you do need to be sturdy for something coming your way. And from the looks of it, it was all good things. But as you know, things are fleeting. So go with them. Ride the tides. It's your kind of time right now. It's your vibe. Let yourself expand and feel into it. Okay, Pisces? All right, Aries, 12th house vibes. Aries, this is mostly for rising signs too, by the way. 12th house. It may be testing your worthiness, finding your sensitivities. You're learning through discovering where your security truly lies. And this eclipse is showing it. And if it was Queen of Pentacles formed through a person, then any kind of codependency you have with that person and what they validate for you, or these people, the worthiness, the security they give to you, you're going to be finding a way to find it within yourself. There is something else that you've been looking to discover. So if you've been avoiding certain people, or attracting those similar kinds of people through strangers or through different experiences, this could be a way to evolve it and to learn through it in a way that's not as closely related or identifiable with you, because it's learning to deal with loss, learning to be stable within yourself regardless of what you lose and who you lose as you grow. And that's not something you're always used to dealing with it, but Pisces eclipse in the 12th house, it's something you didn't see coming. It's something a feeling. It could be realizing or having a reflection on something that happened a long time ago. Feels like a different version of you, something like that. Because then we're going to have the wrapping up of, what, sweetie? The wrapping up of the Libra, your axis, but it doesn't truly end until next year. So, not to be afraid to start something before you finish it. I just didn't want to pull more cards for Aries. I just was shuffling. So we're getting into Taurus vibes, 11th house. Community, friends, good fortune, how you surround yourself, who you are in this place. A lot is being revealed to you, I'm sure. And the cards want to reveal something too for Taurus, Pisces eclipse. Ooh, so many. Okay. In this order, you're really realizing that wherever you've been vulnerable to defending your vision, to defending the way you want to go, the truth is that you've been led there because it leads you here in this cycle. So the cycle ends when you turn around. The cycle ends when you realize that you do not have to nor owe anyone anything. And if you decide to leave, but then you get defensiveness or you get a reaction that is not what you would expect from someone that is happy for you, you have to realize that they're not happy for you, because it's possible that wherever they're at in their life, and this may be very specific for some of you Taurus risings, made them feel okay with where they're at in their life. And now that you're moving forward or doing something different, you're realizing where you've been in your life, kind of almost tracing or needing that feeling of someone missing you. Maybe it's time to see how this relates to not being able to let go of old flames, or wanting people to still want you even though you don't want them, and vice versa. Because if that's coming up in your life, it's possible that somewhere underneath it all, you are having that connection with your community, and do you want that to be the connection you have with your community? So yes, it will come in and be very cleansed and forceful and honest. So and it's also making you see where you've put your own limitations and where you've accepted the comfort, even if it wasn't really good for you. Remember those 2 cups and the 5 of cups. There's 2 cups behind him that are perfectly upright. So it's time to lean into those, perhaps. Gemini rising, 10th house, career, where your role is in the world. Let's go. Another Queen of Pentacles out. Bottom of the deck, the Eclipse. It'll become very apparent to you where it is in your life, where it is that you have been lacking confidence in the change in your career. Sorry, we have the Queen of Pentacles out, and here I am just like moving too fast. But you know what else did come out was these cards. But we're gonna find the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, regardless, it's about you feeling secure within yourself. And this was the bottom of the deck. Even when the lights go out, we're gonna use that because maybe we needed it, who knows. So realizing that whatever you're facing within yourself, your insecurities, whatever's coming up for you, and how you, in the role that you play, what you're realizing is that it's up to you whether you want to be secure with this, how you're responding to yourself, how you're responding to this role. You now realize that that is the key in this role, is to be secure within yourself, because that could also change. And if you're looking to change that role, or you're feeling insecure because you want to change that role, because maybe you've been overly identifying to your career, it'll show up for you. For others of you, this is a change in career. This is giving you insight in where you've been not valuing yourself enough, and what that may look like moving forward, and how to find security with the phase that you're in. For others of you, you need to ask for more money. Go do it. Go do it. Just do it. Okay. Cancer. You may come across a great idea this week, although it may be through a breakthrough in the way that you've thought about your life, gone about your life, the way that you've gone about educating yourself, learning. You learn through doing something with incentive, and money gives you incentives, something of value, right? So whatever it is that you value, and it looks like you have a lot more value for and respect perhaps for the way that you think, the way that you go about things, and it's giving you more perspective on how you do that with others as well. But again, through this eclipse, you may come across a grand realization, but that doesn't mean that you won't have to travel for it, or you won't have to spend some money on it, right? So great ideas, or you will accumulate money from this great idea, but you may have to spend first, or you realize where, and some of you just may come into money. That's also what that's saying. Some of you just may come into money, just like a wave of money, but you may need it. So just Mars in Cancer. Remember, Mars is in Cancer. Leo. All right. Focusing on what you have right now is really important. Focusing on what you can control, and that was a big part of your reading, so I highly recommend watching it. It will be out the same day as this, so the night. I'm going to put them both out during the nighttime tonight, after I'm done. Sorry. A little itch. Yeah. Putting your focus on what you can control and realizing that you have a lot to offer, and Pisces season wants you to allow yourself to use that, to use your control, to use all this energy that you've been conserving that may feel pent up by that point, to release. Because you'll also see how where you put your mental energy is where you're also investing your energy, investing your time, and the present will be towards the future as well. So that will then maybe get you fixated on how you view what you have and what you see as valuable. A lot of pentacles coming, a lot of value. And where what at times is necessary criticism or improvement, where that's needed in your life and where that needs direction, and to leave it in that fixed, controlled space. Okay? Virgo, 7th house, commitment, marriage, partnerships, contracts, all those one-on-ones. Let's see. What does this eclipse have in store for you? We know what could happen, but let's just have the cards help us out a little. So it may not necessarily be a person, but it's what keeps you perpetuating in this cycle. Now, whatever you're learning with someone now, if you decide to physically leave, which this is not what this is, but it could come down to that for some of you, is that in order to truly transform, whether you're in a relationship or you're single, moving from single into a relationship, there's something about really needing to leave behind a certain part of your mentality that keeps you stuck. And it feels like a voyage because it's kept something about how you value yourself hidden from you. Because this means committing further to yourself in a way that is really good for your connections and your emotional health. And needing to not confront specifically in a way of confronting yourself, or it's confronting the emotion, confronting what it is that's being exposed by your season, and that it's okay to walk away. It's almost like there will be a moment, a portal, a time period where it feels a lot easier to move on, and you'll feel it and you'll know it, and you felt it before. And this time, if you want to transform that heavy and you want to just accepting the idea that you're stuck in some way, can really help even that open up the gate to move on and it to be easier, and to realize that it's okay that you've put all that energy there, but now continuing to do that in the same pattern is actually causing you to stay somewhere where you're not meant to be. And if that's in a relationship, if that's a physical person, that causes for a different conversation. But a lot of you, it's admitting to you and the person that you're with, whether or not whatever they decide to do and what's kept you stuck, and hopefully you get the support you need. It looks like you will. And it looks like whatever you decide to put that energy into, because like it can be used productively. A lot of times that's what people realize, is that you really just need it's like you're doing something with your hands, you become addicted, or a vice, or whatever it is, because you really need to be doing something creative, and that hasn't been nurtured. So Virgo, I love you. You got this. Libra rising, 6th house of work. Work it. Oh my god, Queen of Pentacles almost just came out for you too. What is with that? It's like the last one was all Hangman. Crazy. Libra. You're getting clear on what you really want, you desire, you're getting ready to act even more on it, but be disciplined, because even parts of you that you think you're sure, other parts will come up and respond in ways that you don't even know that you're doing sometimes, because it's going, it will bring up are your attachments to why it feels so good to be, it's not spontaneous, but it's almost reckless. It's okay to be disciplined about this and wanting this and having it be the truth. And when this comes up, it's just showing you what your attachments are. So the eclipse is showing you that you can have it, but you have to be willing to work through the attachments and to be okay with where you are, knowing that you'll get where you want to go by being where you are. It's so yoga. Go check it out. All right. I love you. Scorpio, 5th house, pleasure, romance, children, enjoyment. Let's see. Ooh, we have the death card for Scorpio. Crazy. Scorpio risings, going through a rebirth in this process, an overhaul. It may even date back to farther than when you were born. You may really get into that. You may not. Past lives, if you're interested. Going deep into the roots of and healing, or creating something right now is healing something deeply, profoundly within your identity. Keep going. Keep going. You'll have a moment, you'll feel it, and you'll be surprised by what is shown to you, which gives you deeper insight about yourself and about where you're going and the longevity of it. It's probably a theme that will be continuously come up for the next, of course, 6 months, but highly until your season, especially with that card coming out. But also Pluto. I would say go look at your reading. We get more into that. Or yeah, go listen, not just look at the reading. We'll get more into the into the Scorpio reading. But yeah, letting yourself transform, like letting yourself be yourself. And I know, because so dramatic, so sensitive, so intense, so this, so that. I don't care. You don't care. We don't care. Look at us. Keep going. Okay. Sagittarius, 4th house. Ooh, everybody just wants to show up and out tonight. I have lost all the cards, but here you are. Under the moon. Ooh. Okay. Okay, that was silly. So here you are. You're seeing yourself. You're seeing where you have defined some intellectual boundaries for yourself, and you are now giving yourself permission to release them. Pisces eclipse is giving yourself permission to release and actually to transform, because who you really are is beyond where you've put your mental boundaries, especially if that has to do with where you've been for the past 7 years. Set yourself free, Sag. You know you can do it. You're the only one. Pisces will help hide the body, hide whatever, throw it in the ocean. It doesn't have to be like that, but I know you like that anyway. Okay. And don't be afraid to communicate. This has to do with, oh, that was perfect actually. It has to do with your home life, your foundation. Like, set yourself free from whatever doesn't work from those times that's actually holding you back, because you're going to propel forward so much in this area if you just start to truly create the foundations that you see yourself having. Start to walk towards those. Capricorn, communication. It's tough right now, but you say a lot of things that you need to say to who you need to say it, and they give you the information that you need as well. Everything's loud and clear for you if you're willing to listen and put forth and put down and transform, because this is showing up crazily enough. Pluto had gone back into your sign, and for Capricorn in the third house, is eclipse is moving through your third house. Your identity is shifting, the way you communicate, the way you show up day to day, and you have to allow yourself to let go of some of those reins, because this is stuff that you're used to having more navigation over. But the more that you let go and let into the experience that you're actually having as opposed to the one that you want to be having, more will get done and the way that you like it. Okay, Aquarius, second house. Man, we really got through this. I'm kind of happy about the way it went, and I hope you are too. Aquarius, second house, resources. Okay. Your skills, your talents, getting an overhaul, I see. You must feel through some things because you have a lot of things to say and express. And through that, to trusted people or to people that are listening to you, to people that you feel like, and even if you don't know, there's just some things you need to let through and you need to be okay with speaking up about. And it may feel weird, but you actually nail it, and it's not as weird as you think it is. It just feels like it, and it's exposing you to a different life. You may be attracting exactly what you need to put forth some of the things that you didn't think that you would need moving forward, but you end up really do needing those skills. It's possible that they came from the way that you grew up or the way that you saw the things that worked in a certain foundational way. You also realize how easy it is for you to feel like people feel seen around you or heard around you. And the way that you're speaking now, people are truly listening, and that's opening up a new door that you didn't think that it was opening up to you. Maybe you never thought that speaking or sharing valuable information with your mouth would be a thing that you do, but it just might be. Maybe you have more resources to give. Maybe you are a resource, or realizing that you're a human, but you have so much resourceful knowledge. And what you provide in the world, there is a deeper way to share that if you would like to have it. And it's available to you, and it's accessible to you, and profound thought, idea, and creation. If you allow yourself to feel through it and give yourself that space, even if it's just for the week, or, finding that space to truly dive into the expansion of where you already are. And if you're just starting, letting yourself move through these feelings that you so are able to hold space for others when you decide, by the way, unless that was put upon you, but not anymore. Okay, before Pluto comes back into your sign for a really long time. Yeah. All right, we're getting to your sign next. All right, Aquarius. All right, all the signs, thank you for being here. I hope this was helpful, a little just insightful intuition for the eclipse to come, and the overall theme that will thread throughout your life for the next 6 months as the Libra Aries themes start to wrap up. You'll see where, if you pay attention enough, you'll see where they intertwine. We'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much. All information to work with me one-on-one is below. Catch your next sale on the new moon, but all information is up. All prices, questioning is available, and I'll see you there. Thank you.